Scoot Pte Ltd is a Singapore-based low-cost long-haul airline. It launched flights in 2012 on medium and long-haul routes from Singapore, predominantly to Australia and China, using Boeing 777 aircraft obtained from its parent company, Singapore Airlines. In 2015 the airline began to transition its fleet to the Boeing 787 aircraft. Its head office is at Singapore Changi Airport Terminal 1. History 2011 In May 2011, Singapore Airlines announced its intention to establish a no-frills, low-cost subsidiary airline for medium and long-haul routes. It claimed to offer tickets up to 40% cheaper than regular airlines. In July 2011, Singapore Airlines announced Campbell Wilson as the founding CEO of the new airline. On November 1, 2011, the new airline was unveiled and the name Scoot was given. Its website was also officially launched that day. 2012 On January 11, 2012, Scoot unveiled its new cabin crew uniform, designed by ESTA. 1. In line with the colors of the airline's bright yellow logo, the uniform has a black and yellow theme. In May 2012, the first aircraft of the fleet, a former Singapore Airlines Boeing 777-200ER, was painted in the yellow-white flyscoot.com livery. Scoot also announced that its IATA code would change from OQ to TZ. On June 4, 2012, Scoot began its first flight to Sydney Airport in Australia. On June 12, 2012, Scoot started flying to Gold Coast, its second Australian destination. On October 24, 2012, Scoot announced that its parent company Singapore Airlines will be transferring the 20 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners they had on order to Scoot to replace their current fleet of Boeing 777-200s and help with its ongoing expansion and future growth. One day later, Scoot began to consider having a mixed fleet of Boeing 787s instead of it all being an all-Boeing 787-9 fleet. On October 26, 2012, Scoot announced that passengers can now purchase interline tickets with Singapore's Tiger Air. Scoot passengers can now purchase a flight combination with Tiger Air, and a Tiger Air passenger can purchase tickets a flight combination with Scoot. Scoot passengers can also purchase Scoot through to avoid clearing immigration and check in again on their onward flight with Tiger Air. 2013 On January 31, 2013, Scoot announced it would increase its fleet by taking delivery of a fifth Boeing 777-200 by the end of May or early June, to add 2 or 3 more routes to the network. This is an additional plane to what was initially announced during the launch of the airline. The airline has also introduced SCOO TV streaming and flight entertainment for passengers and iPads for rent. On March 21, 2013, Scoot would launch a thrice-weekly Singapore-Taipei-Seoul flight come June 12, 2013. The route offers the first low-cost flight between Singapore and Seoul, and as part of the launch campaign, Scoot is letting customers determine the launch fares through a social media campaign. The next day, Scoot announced that the 20 Boeing 787 Dreamliners they have on order would be split between 10 Boeing 787-8s and 10 Boeing 787-9s. In June 2013, Scoot started its Singapore-Taipei-Seoul flight. On November 15, 2013, Scoot commenced its 5 weekly flights from Singapore to Hong Kong, which would increase to daily services in December 2013. Later that year in December, Scoot commenced its 5 weekly flights from Singapore to Perth. 2014 In September 2014, Scoot announced the introduction of the 787-9s in Sydney, Perth and Hong Kong for the week of March 29, 2015. Bangkok and Gold Coast will follow in late April. Destinations Tianjin Binhai International Airport, Shenyang and Qingdao are due to follow in May. On December 16, 2014, Scoot announced its new long-haul carrier in Thailand, Nok Scoot, a joint venture between Scoot and Nok Air. The new airline will start commercial flights from Bangkok's Don Muang Airport, in the second half of 2014. Nok Air will own 51% of Nok Scoot while Scoot will own the balance of 49%. On December 9, 2014, Scoot announced that it will launch services from Singapore to Melbourne from November 1, 2015 using their Boeing 787 aircraft to be delivered in 2015. 2015 On February 2, 2015, Scoot took delivery of its first of 10 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners the airline has on order. The aircraft entered service on February 5 and was deployed on the Singapore-Perth route. It then was operated on the Singapore-Hong Kong route the next day. As Scoot continues to take deliveries of the Boeing 787, the airline expects to phase out all 6 of its aging Boeing 777 aircraft acquired from parent company Singapore Airlines. Scoot will then begin to transition to operating an all-Boeing 787 fleet, the first in the world. Once the transition is complete, Scoot will operate a total of 20 Boeing 787 Dreamliners. In July 2015, parent company Singapore Airlines announced that Scoot suffered an operating loss of 20 million Singapore dollars during the first quarter of the 2015 financial year, with an achieved load factor of 81.4%. Affiliate airlines Knox Scoot Knox Scoot is a Bangkok-based Thai low-cost long-haul airline. Knox Scoot, founded in 2015, is a joint venture of Thailand's Nok Air and Singapore-based Scoot Pte Ltd, with the former holding 51% stake. It commenced operation on May 20, 2015 with Bangkok's Don Muang International Airport as its hub. Destinations: Scoot commenced operations in June 2012, from Changi Airport's Terminal 2. The following destinations are served or planned. Fleet. The Scoot fleet comprises Boeing 777-200ERs, acquired from its parent airline, Singapore Airlines, and reconfigured with a new seating layout and modified engines. The airline announced plans to have a fleet of 14 aircraft by 2016. On October 24, 2012, Scoot announced that parent company Singapore Airlines will be transferring the 20 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners they had on order to Scoot to replace their current fleet of Boeing 777-200s and help with its ongoing expansion and future growth. Scoot later announced that the fleet will comprise 10 Boeing 787-8s and 10 Boeing 787-9s instead of an all-Boeing 787-9 fleet. Scoot plans to retire all 6 of its Boeing 777-200ERs by the middle of 2015 and move to an all-Boeing 787 fleet, following the delivery of the first of 10 Boeing 787-9s in February 2015 and the first of 10 Boeing 787-8s in mid-2015. On February 2, 2015, Scoot took delivery of their first Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. The Scoot fleet consists of the following aircraft, as of September 30, 2015. Cabin: Scoot's aircraft are operated in a 2-class configuration, Scoot Biz and Economy. Scoot Biz There are 35 Scoot Biz seats on the Boeing 787-9 aircraft. The seats are black in color, in 2-3-2 configuration, with 38 inches seat pitch. All Scoot Biz seats have in-seat power, while the airfare includes complimentary meals and 20 kilograms of checked luggage allowance. Economy There are 340 economy seats on the Boeing 787-9 arranged in a 3-3-3 configuration, and all seats feature in-seat power supply. The standard economy seats, in plain dark blue, will have the same width and pitch as the 777, 19 inches seat width, and 31 seat pitch. The super seats, in dark blue with yellow patterns, will also retain the same width and pitch as the 777, 19 to 20 seat width, and 34 to 36 seat pitch. Unlike the super seats on the Boeing 777, the super seats on the Boeing 787 will have headrest. The STRETCH seats, which are essentially bulkhead and exit row seats, are also dark blue with yellow patterns and comes with a headrest. On the 777-200, 370 economy seats are arranged in a 3-4-3 configuration, with seat pitch ranging from 31 to 36 in and just over 4 inches of recline. Passengers have to pay for meals in economy either prepaid or buy on board. No in-flight entertainment is provided, but an iPad can be rented for a fee. Passengers must also pay for any checked luggage. Passengers can pick their own seats for a fee. Passengers can book the super seats for a fee and are able to pick their own seats without any additional fee. The STRETCH seats are located at the front of each section of the economy cabin. Although having the same 34 to 36 seat pitch as super seats, because these are bulkhead and exit row seats, there are no seats in front of them to recline back to invade their space, giving them the most legroom in the economy cabin. Passengers choosing STRETCH seats will have to pay more compared to the super seats. Scoot in silence Scoot in silence is a small cabin with a few rows of super seats right behind the Scoot Biz cabin. Tickets will not be sold to travelers below 12 years old. These super seat will cost slightly more than the super seat in the main cabin. See also, Singapore Airlines, Silkair, Tiger Air, Knox Scoot. References. External links, Scoot official website.